Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of Warships. Today it's one of my replays again, and I'm in the Kurfürst, a tier 10 German battleship. I'm on the map hotspot in a 3-point domination game, so this is obviously a tier 10 battle, but barely any tier 10s around, so that's lovely. There's also no carrier. There are 2 enemy destroyers, and one of them is an assassin ship. My hydro has already been running for a while here, so yeah, I only have 50 more seconds left, but I'm currently hydroing this Cleveland on the other side. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has shots at said Cleveland, and I've also got some assassin torps there. So there is that. Assassin is obviously a very big threat to any battleship. Question is, will the assassin remain more towards the A? Like, I mean, I have the Cleveland inside A, so I'm not sure if the assassin is trying to contest this cap or if he's going wide and trying to torpedo me here. More importantly, there is an Amagi. And here we go. Well, that wasn't so exciting. But secondaries are opening up, and when you're in a Kurfürst and your secondaries shoot, then fun things start to happen. There is an assassin, so I immediately switched my target to the assassin. Let's see if we can get a good hit in there, and the Richelieu seems to be charging. Now, unfortunately, my hydro is no longer running, so any further salvos of deep water torps will be hard to... Well, okay, so the Richelieu is doing the spotting for me, which makes this a little bit easier. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that those torps are coming. So overall, it looks like we are facing quite a few ships here on this flank. The other side is trying to contest the cap, and for some reason we have a Hindenburg in the center of B. I can't see a Hindenburg being successful in taking B there. And oh nice, my secondaries managed to get the assassin. I'm going to dodge those torps. Yeah, that's a great start. No, like, I mean, the thing is, a Hindenburg isn't sneaky enough to be undetected inside B, right? So somebody will just keep resetting her, which means trying to camp there is rather pointless. But, you know, we will see what happens. Now, meanwhile, this Cleveland in A is a problem. My division mate in the destroyer can't deal with a radar cruiser in there. Or at least, I mean, he could try to YOLO charge, but it would be a very big risk and really not worth it. So, on the other hand, I can just sail my Kurfürst in there and have a talk with the Cleveland about this camp. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, got a decent hit there on the Amagi. And I mean, they still have 4 ships around, so I gotta be careful. I can't just charge into all of those unless I get some help here, but the Richelieu seems to be a bit in retreat there. Richelieu is also getting rather low. I haven't taken a single hit yet, so it's about time that I start tanking. So if I go around here and draw the attention of all of those ships, I'd consider this a good thing. I just want potentially need some fire support to actually take those ships down. Now I'm inside the camp. I could just, you know, not fire my guns and try camping. But I feel like this was just too good a shot to pass up. I don't think like we need to get A as soon as, I mean, obviously we want A, but it's not like we are not in a dire situation where camping A as fast as possible is that relevant, I think. So I'll just go and fire my guns here. If it takes a long time to take this camp, I'm fine with it. So I'm using a hydro here. I mean, Ring Easy has torps, but it's also just to keep that Cleveland spotted. Somebody might be able to do something with it. So I'm a bit reluctant to charge fully in here because I have to be careful. Obviously I don't want to be rammed by an Iowa, I don't want to sail into a crossfire. And right now, you know, my secondaries are doing a good job on the Iowa. I have a broadside, pretty easy to shoot then. I have my hydro running in case there are torps. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I guess the biggest risk here is if that Iowa decides to go and ram me. And look at that. My secondary armament expert activated. That's always nice to see. I mean, I could try to charge in and go for a broadside duel with the Iowa. But I would probably also take a lot of damage in return. So let's just farm him the old-fashioned way. It doesn't look like the Iowa has decided to go for a ram, so there is that. And my secondaries with fires and so on, the Iowa is going down quite nicely. So I'm already considering shooting the Brindisi again. Although the Brindisi is a bit well, someone's turning my broadside. And the Iowa is... oh wait, he's healing. That wasn't part of the plan. Do I really need to shoot at Iowa again? So obviously that's oh. So Colbert has found me. Colbert, that's actually an issue, because that's a lot of incoming damage, and that means a lot of fires. While I was more than happy tanking those other ships, this Colbert alone, I can't really tank for a prolonged amount of time. So I should be in concealment here soon, exactly. And yeah, I'm beaching, but since I'm in concealment, I can maneuver around here. I have this big island that would serve as cover from the Colbert. Although his shells probably go first into orbit and then come down, so I'm not sure if this is high enough. And well, I mean, we are capping A again. Now we've lost the other cap, so maybe it's about time that we take A. But you know, we're doing well ship-wise. And my division making destroyer is now in here. Even if I kept getting resetted, it would take this cap eventually now. Look at that, looks nice, and it's another disappointment. So the Brindisi floats, well, it keeps floating. And it looks like the Colbert has repositioned and he has found me again. So I need to get in cover from this Colbert. Or, I mean, as you can see, right, the fires start coming in. There is no way I can tank this for a prolonged time. So I've damage counted 2 fires, somewhat questionable in regards to... will I not get set on fire again immediately afterwards, but I was confident that I could get into cover from the Colbert, and this actually worked. Now I do have fire prevention on my Kurfürst, so the maximum amount of fires I could get is 3. Now where do I go from here? So basically I could try to engage the enemies coming from the B-cap. For example, this Thunderer might be a good choice. Now the thing is, I have here an island next to me, but as we have established earlier, I'm not sure if this is high enough to stop a Colbert. So the enemy attack seems to be going down there. Let's see if I can get a good hit into a Thunderer, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, not so much. Now the question is, well, I should definitely heal, that's not a question, but the real question is, should I charge towards those ships? Because I would expose myself against those enemies in the south again. Well, for now, let's just see if I can shoot this Bismarck. I have the Richelieu going in. Well, I mean, it might be a good idea to back him up. It looks like our Hindenburg is getting Colbert right now. Hindenburg's already on fire, obviously. And probably... well, if the Thunder is shooting him too, yes. Yeah, there are 2 fires. When you play a high tier World of Warships these days, I would always recommend you bring like a bratwurst or something, because you're going to have a barbecue on your deck, right? Especially in a battleship. Well, I missed the Harugumo, isn't that a shame? But once again, my secondary is opening up, and that means good things going to happen. There is the Colbert peeking. We can see a little bit of the Colbert looking around this island, so maybe I can get in some broadside shots. And no, I can't. He's already behind the island again. Oh well. Let's keep charging the Thunderer then, and maybe get some shots into the Thunderer. I'm showing quite a bit of my side here, but the Thunderer is not aiming at me, so it's fine. And well, I guess the Thunderer is no longer an issue anyway. So, you know what, ship-wise, this is actually looking pretty won on our part. I mean, that would still be an enemy comeback, I guess. But right now, it's not looking so likely. And again, let's look at our ship. Well, Puerto Rico is on rather low health, which is about half. The Missouri is not so healthy. I mean, the number of ships can sometimes be misleading if we don't take the hit points into account. But we're also taking like the objectives, so that's nice. And the Colbert is at it again, so why am I not burning? This is a new feeling, right? This, I would have expected at least 2 fires by now. So I'm launching a plane. I mean, a way too far away to be spotted by that. Oh, there is the fire. But you'll never know. So I got my Hydro running against possible Harugumo Torps that passed by us earlier, but he might still have a reload booster ready. And I'm still trying to shoot this Colbert. Also still have a tasty barbecue going on my tank. And look at that overpens, but my shells were a little bit too high. Come on, shells, you can do it. There is a free beer in for whoever Citadel's like. Oh, one of my gunners earned a free beer. Good job, gunner, good job. Maybe I need to incentivize my crew a bit more. So, the enemy is down to 3 ships. And at this point, they need a miracle of epic proportions for a comeback, I feel like. So, you know, the enemy has decided to retreat towards the zone wall and not fight for anything anymore. But then again, I guess they are cruisers. They are a lot better at kiting away than at pushing a battleship. Nevsky is trying the good old broadside, and it seems to be working well for him. But you know, maybe one day my shells will get a good hit. Do I have to hand out beer again for the gunner who scores more than an overpen? Are my gunners trying to extort me for beer? Is that it? Well, a ricochet. Now meanwhile I have 2 toasty fires, I've got my last heal ready. And I should probably be pressing it. Although since it's my last heal, like pressing it sooner won't make much of a difference. Well, another broadside and another disappointment. Okay, go on, secondaries. The primaries had the chance. Secondaries, you're up now. Also, I guess it... Oh yeah, the secondary is gone. I mean, he also was about to hit a torpedo, I think. Well, that just leaves the Harugumo. So, let's see. Can I get myself a Harugumo? Yeah, not looking too bad here. Ooh, I even got a full pen into him. That's always lovely. And that brings us to the results. I earned myself 2,165 base experience, and I gotta say this was a nice Kurfürst game. I got plenty of secondary hits. I even survived, surprisingly, and, you know, almost got the Kraken, but hey, there was just one ship missing, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.